Hi guys, in this Q&A we're going to touch on shoulder injuries. We'll go through a few things to avoid if you do have a shoulder injury and then exercises to help rehabilitate it and get back to full function. Now most ongoing chronic shoulder issues are caused by closing down this space underneath the shoulder here. We have a lot of nerves and blood vessels passing down and through to the arm here, and if we have poor posture, if we're tight through the neck and our shoulders are elevated, we lose that space through there, and it might be something like frozen shoulder, you might have some tendinopathy, or you might have some bursitis, all very common problems, or it might even be some sort of numbness and tingling down the arm. We can look at them and group them together to a certain degree and treat them in much the same way. What we need to make sure is that we're avoiding positions that exacerbate that pain. Big one for people is using a computer desk. So when you've got the arms out in front of you, we've got the shoulders elevated and rounded forwards, probably slumping forward. So we've got that poor posture through the whole upper body. So I just want you to be mindful if you are sitting in a computer desk for long periods, trying to keep the chest up, trying to keep the shoulders back, try and rest your forearms on the desk so we're not actually holding and using the muscles to support the arms, and just break up those periods of sitting. Another really common one that exacerbates shoulder injuries is overhead. So anything overhead really compresses through the shoulder, particularly if you're tight through the muscles around your shoulder joint. The lats here are a really common one for that. So if your shoulder's really sensitive, you might be wanting to avoid those shoulder things, shoulder positions, and then stretching out the muscles that are tight that limit that range of movement. If you find it difficult to get your arms all the way to your ears here, and if you feel that really tight, then this is probably some muscles that you will want to stretch out. And number third is just anything really heavy. So the heavier the loads, the more compression and the poorer position we get into the shoulder. Now you may well have to do things whether for work or just during your day that require you lifting heavy loads. Focus on keeping the shoulders pinched back in a really strong position, keep the chest up tall, and try to do it with using your legs and not so much the upper body. Now we'll go through some really basic exercises that can actually make a huge difference in terms of your shoulder posture and strength. So the first one is just some shoulder circles. So bring your shoulders all the way up, forwards, down and back. It's as simple as that, 20 times forwards, 20 times back. Do that daily and that'll make a huge difference just in how those shoulders feel, how all the muscles move around, and just loosen things up a lot. Focus on making full circles as you bring the shoulders all the way around, using that full range of movement. So it'll be 20 forwards and 20 back. Next one, for the muscles of your rotator cuff, they tend to hold the shoulder into its capsule and give it support there. Elbows in at your sides, palms facing forward, so I've got this right angle at the arm. I just want you opening the arms out, pinching your shoulder blades back, and then coming back in. Key points, make sure you keep your elbows tucked into your rib cage as you do this. Keep the chest up tall, keep the neck long. Each time hold for about half a second before coming back in. We'll do this one 30 times. Again, elbows tucked in, pinching your shoulder blades back. Last one, working on the mobility through the upper back. Have the arms across your chest and just going to be rotating side to side as far as you can. What that's going to do is stretch out through the rib cage, stretch out through the lats, all the muscles at the back there that really limit that movement. The better you move through your rib cage, the less your shoulder joint has to. So that'll be 15 times in either direction, rotating as far as you can. Do those 3 exercises, do them daily, and you will automatically start to feel a lot better. Working on some of the tightness around that shoulder joint, releasing through the pecs as well, and you'll find that shoulder will free up, and then you can actually strengthen it and get it back to full function without pain. Now if you want any more information, head to our website at betterexercise.com.au or come down and see us at the clinic. We're based at the Healesville Chiropractic Clinic. Thanks a lot.